It's a long weekend, and if you're looking for something to do, well, we got you covered. Joining us now is Chris Bumbray from JoeBlow.com. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. So, some new movies in theaters. Let's have a look at Tron.
I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent.
Reviews not so stellar for this one, but how important is an opening weekend for a movie like this one?
Oh, it's of the utmost importance. I think if the movie doesn't perform well in its opening weekend, especially for a film like this, by next weekend it'll lose half of its theaters. I mean, I think that's just kind of where we're at in the industry. It used to be that movies could kind of gradually make money via word of mouth, and I think a movie like Tron, if everybody doesn't go see it that first weekend, it's dead in the water. I think it's probably going to do okay. I think that the visuals and the fact that the soundtrack is by Nine Inch Nails, and the soundtrack is really, really good, is going to pull in an audience. But for me, the big question mark is Jared Leto. I feel like he's kind of a polarizing figure, I guess. And in this movie, he's the lead, right? He plays the title character, Ares, who's this AI program that comes into the real world and becomes a hero. And I mean, I thought he was good in the role because he does seem a little bit odd and sometimes a little bit robotic. So I think he actually suited the part. But whether or not audiences turn up to see him is another question, because there has been, as you know, quite a bit of controversy around him.
So next up, the taste of the Festival du Nouveau Cinema. Here's a clip from Jay Kelly.
Look at you, you're the American dream, the last of the old movie stars.
I'm down here.
You're up there, you're down here, you're in here. We did this together.
How's this festival evolved over the years? And there's some local flavor too.
Oh, it's just grown more and more and more with each year. And, you know, I think they have a pretty good relationship with Netflix because they've gotten, you know, premieres of all these huge movies like this one you're looking at right now, Jay Kelly, which has George Clooney and Adam Sandler, is getting some serious Oscar buzz for both of their performances. It's directed by Noah Baumbach, who did Marriage Story. But they've also got Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out movie with Daniel Craig and an all-star cast. But then, like you said, local story, there's a really cool looking documentary called Who Killed the Montreal Expos that's premiering at the Festival du Nouveau Cinema, and is all about how the Expos basically were taken out of Montreal. And I think everybody wants to see that. It is dropping on the streaming service in a couple of weeks, and it's very appropriate that they're doing the world premiere in this case in Montreal.
Yeah, some exciting stuff for sports fans. It's hard to believe it was that long ago, right?
I know. I used to go see games.
Your last pick for the weekend, a little bit racier.
Yeah, you know, so it's the Montreal Burlesque Festival. I think the interesting thing about this is that Montreal, you know, has a pretty rich history of burlesque going all the way back to the Prohibition era. I remember I once did a documentary on the Cinema 5 in NDG, and we went upstairs to excavate kind of the old part of the building, and it still had all the retro, you know, burlesque decorations up. It is a huge part of Montreal's history, and I think it celebrates, you know, burlesque as an evolving form, right? It's not necessarily as seedy as people seem to think it is. It is quite artistic, and it takes place at Club Soda, which is, you know, one of the longer lasting institutions for this kind of thing. It's been around since 1982, and it's always housed this festival, and it should be a great one.
Well, lots to do if you're not filled to the brim with turkey like I plan to be, so that's where the movies come in really well. Thanks so much, Chris.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Kelly.